hear me? Can you hear me? Haven't seen one of those before. Good afternoon, welcome to the channel. My name is Beena, and this lovely little fella here is of course Walter. Hope you are well. You join me on Saturday the 21st of March 2026 on a beautiful day here in Bedfordshire. It's about 12 degrees C, so not exactly warm, but the sun is making it feel warmer. It's very nice. I've even got my summer gloves on, look. What? I mean, I say summer, they're kind of spring, autumn gloves. I wear them until my hands hurt too much. I may have put them on prematurely. We'll see how we go, because I've only been going for about 10 minutes. So far they feel alright. It's been a while since I've done one of these. I looked at my Beeline Moto 2 here, not an advert, it's just before anyone asks what it is, because someone always does, inevitably in the comments. I looked at the app yesterday to see when the last time I went out on Walter was, and it was over 2 months ago. So I went out yesterday on him just to go to Motor Triumph, to go to the garden centre. Didn't do a video because I hadn't ridden for a couple of months, and just wanted to enjoy myself and not have to concentrate on not finding sixth gear. And not concentrate on riding, so hello. In fact, I came this route yesterday, and just where I saw that Hemi back there, there was someone with a classic 350, which I think is the first one I've ever seen riding around here, possibly. Yeah, but yeah, I haven't been out for a couple of months, and it's been mainly down to the weather, because it has been fucking dreadful here in the UK. It's been a bit of a mixed bag across the country. Some people have had a kind of just a mild winter. You know, a little bit of rain every now and then, and some parts, like where I live, it has just pissed it down for months on end. And I'm not kidding, it hasn't stopped raining. Until about a week ago, it hadn't stopped raining pretty much for 2 months. Every single day it rained, which meant that around my way was absolutely waterlogged. I don't have sixth gear, and it was just pretty miserable. So I didn't fancy going out on it, because like I say, everywhere was flooded. I don't really want to go out and get wet and have to dry everything off, clean Walter up. I mean, I must admit, Walter needs a bit of a wash, because the last time I went out it was a little bit wet. So yeah, I didn't do it. We have had odd days, obviously, where it hasn't rained. I'll be honest, they have been few and far between though. It has consistently rained for pretty much 2 months, 2.5 months. What that bird is sitting up there. But yeah, we have had a couple of days when it hasn't, and unfortunately they've always coincided with days when I'm away from home, so couldn't go out on Walter here, which was a bit annoying. But never mind, the weather looks like it's turned a corner, and the sun has come out for a change. I mean, that was the other thing, there was no bloody sun, and I know we should expect it in the UK. But Jesus Christ, that pothole back there was like a fucking cave. You could go spelunking in that. That is something that has the weather has had a profound effect on the roads in the UK, certainly around my way. The potholes are cavernous and numerous. In fact, the road that leads into and out of my village is being closed for 2 weeks next week during the daytime, so that they can do repairs to it, because it's basically just washed most of the surface away, and it's just these huge craters that you have to navigate around. I came back from the Chinese last weekend in the dark on my car, hit one of the potholes I couldn't see, and skips me across the road. Surprised it didn't smash my wheel. So yeah, it's been a rough old bloody winter. Just a shame, because I don't really mind going out when it's cold. I mean, I've got all the cold weather gear, I've got heated stuff, and you know, I wrap up well, got my thermals. But it really didn't get that cold here. It's just wet and damp. So yeah, that's the second winter really where I haven't. Oh no, actually I was going to say the second winter where I haven't really taken advantage of going out on water. Because I thought last year I had an operation on my elbow, and I had a few months where I couldn't ride. But that was actually this time last year. I actually went in to hospital the day after my birthday for an operation. There are lots of bikers out today. Good to see. Because yeah, it's coming up on 2 years since owning Walter. 2 wonderful years. What a fantastic little bike he is. Just wonderful to ride, to potter along on. You should go down to Pottsgrove. Speaking of pottering, why not? I haven't been down here for a while. One of the reasons I haven't been down here for a while, apart from not riding my bike obviously, is that even prior to the biblical flooded winter, it was miserable down here. It was all flooded and muddy, so I kind of avoided it. But I quite like pottering down here. Even though this car's going to force me off the road. Don't force me off the road, mate. Thank you very much. No kites yet. I haven't had the first kite spotting of a video. What's that over there? Oh no, they're crows. Annoyingly yesterday, there's 2 of the stupidest birds in the world there, which is pheasants. Surprised they're not running across the road in. I swear they're suicidal. Yeah, yesterday when I was out on Walter without my camera, I rode around a country road, come around a corner, and a kite came swooping over the top of my head down onto the road to try and get a dead squirrel that was there, and I had to slam the brakes on so I didn't hit it. Right in front of me. I thought, that'd be such good footage. Good footage for the channel. Imagine the views. Imagine the engagement. Excuse me for coughing and sniffling a bit. The pollen count is up, so hay fever has started already. Yay! Well, it is the first day of spring today, after all. Spring equinox, that is. So yeah, we should expect it. Hopefully it's going to start heating up a little bit. So what's been going on in the last 2 and a bit months since the last dip on these? Well, not a great deal really. Young Otto, the Border Terrier pup, has finally calmed down. He's had his nuts off, and the last couple of months he's turning into a really lovely little dog. We really love having him around, and I wouldn't have said that a few months ago. Would have happily lobbed him in a river most days. But he's got a real personality about him now. He's really funny. He's still naughty. He's still a bit hyper. But yeah, he's a lot of fun. We really love him. So that's good. Because we thought we had a problem dog on our hands for a while. It's just apparently he's a bit of a savage as a pup. So that's that. You'd think that having 2 months away I'd have been coming up with lots of interesting topics to talk about on the channel, wouldn't you? And thoroughly researching it and maybe practicing or having a script. But those of you, holy shit, those of you who watch me regularly will know that I'm not into that. I'm more of a put the camera on and talk shit kind of guy. Christ, this road's gone a bit buckled and bouncy. I need a Hemi down here. So anything else has happened? Not really. I've not been doing too good, to be honest. Mental health wise, been having some issues at work with problem members of staff, and having to deal with HR and senior managers, and it's all a bit wishy-washy and stressful. And as many of you know, I am autistic, so these kind of things hit me harder than most people. Yeah, so that's been pretty bad. I've been, like I say, not doing too good. Oh look, this road's closed as well for a week. Obviously going to be repairing that, about time. Crikey, can't. Oy, that's a big old pothole. So yeah, mental health wise, not great. And my mental health therapy used to go out on Walter, and I've not been able to do that, so it's kind of made it worse. But we're out on Walter now, and I have to say, I've got cramp in my hip. I don't have to say that, but I'm going to. I have to say, yesterday I went out, and immediately my mood lifted. It was like, oh, this is so nice. This is just what I needed. It's incredible, isn't it, how your happy place can have a positive impact on you. So yeah, hopefully now I can get my much needed therapy from Walter here. Christ on the bike, these roads, man. And we do all need it. Jesus Christ. Roads basically disappearing. We do all need a bit of therapy at the moment, don't we, with what's going on in the world. I'll keep politics off of my channel. I don't really like to talk about it, but holy fuck, it's all going a bit mental, isn't it? Let's hope things sort themselves out soon. And I hope you're all doing well wherever you are. Kite! Hey! There you go. Well, that's made us all feel better, hasn't it? But yeah, wherever you are in the world, I hope things aren't impacting you too badly, and you're keeping safe and keeping happy. Oh, the forest smells nice. The woods, not really a forest, is it? I don't know. I say that, I don't know how far it goes. What constitutes a forest? Must be over a certain acreage or something. I don't know. It's a little coppice, a little wood. It smells bloody nice, I know that. Oh, I miss this about being out on the bike. All the smells. Just don't get it when you're in your car, when you're all cocooned away in your metal box. It's a whole new sense added to your journeys throughout the world. It's a nasty little corner. So I have no plan for today, nowhere I need to be, just wanted to get out and about and have a little bit of a potter on the old bike. My birthday's coming up soon. If you want to send cash, flowers, presents, cakes, just email them to me. Yeah, and I'm getting to that age. Well, I've got to that age really where I don't really like a big fuss about birthdays. To be honest, I never really did like a big fuss about birthdays, but as I get older, I mean, I'm 54, this one coming up, and I'm like, yeah, I just want to have a quiet day with my wife and my dog. Just going out somewhere for a nice walk, maybe, have a nice meal, have Christmas, have a couple of drinks, just chill out, you know. Don't really need much in the way of presents. So yeah, it'd just be nice to relax with the fam. And make my way through a family-size Marks & Spencer's trifle. Oh man, I don't know whether I mentioned this before on the channel, but I did that over Christmas. Did I mention it? I don't know. Oh well, I'll tell the story again. When we did the Christmas shopping, my wife wanted to get a few nice bits from Marks & Spencer's, so reasonably pricey for those of you who aren't in the UK. So I just wanted a bit of a treat, just a few bits for Christmas eats. And I said the only thing that I want, I had actually got some vouchers through work, sort of reward and recognition thing for some work that I'd done. And so I got Marks & Spencer's vouchers. And I said to my wife, the only thing that I want, you know, you can get whatever you like, I don't mind, I'll eat it. The only thing I would like is a trifle, because I haven't had a trifle in years. And I know that Marks & Spencer's do quite a nice one. So if you could just get me a little trifle for Christmas Day, that'd be lovely. So, bless her, true to her word, she came back home later that day. That was a big bump I couldn't avoid. And she had a family-sized trifle with her. And I was like, okay, that's quite a lot, my love. She said, yeah, but that's all they had, so, you know, whatever we don't eat, that's fine, we can ditch it. I was like, okay, you're going to help me eat this? She said, well, I'll have a little bit. So Christmas Day comes, and we have a serving of trifle each, and it's absolutely bloody lovely, raspberry trifle. And she says, what do you want to do with that? I was like, well, I'll keep it. I'll have another little bit over Christmas. And so over the next 2.5 days, I ate this entire family-sized trifle. Now, I'm not a big porker, but I do try and watch my weight, and it remains quite static always. But this trifle was so good, I just kept going back. I was having it twice a day, right? And I got through it. Like I say, about 2.5 days, I got through this trifle. And I weighed myself. I'd weighed myself before Christmas on my bathroom scales. And I weighed myself after Christmas, and I'd eaten quite a lot over Christmas, and also this family-sized trifle. And I'd lost a pound. My wife was furious. Oh, hello. There we go. Oh wow, look at that house over there, which you probably can't see. Huge. Yeah, so my wife was absolutely furious that I'd managed to eat this entire trifle along with all of the other Christmas food, and had managed to lose weight somehow. So I decided that this was my my radical new weight loss program idea, and that I could make a fortune out of it. So anyway, we fast forward to this weekend, and Marks & Spencer's has opened up a new food court in an old home base near where I live. And so my wife decided she wanted to go and check that out this morning. And I said, oh, get me a trifle, would you? And she laughed and said that's literally the only reason she's going, to get me a trifle for my birthday. So she's come back with another family-sized trifle, which I'm going to do my best to eat the entirety of over the next few days. So I'd best do some exercise. I have no clue where I am. I never come this way. Well, I do. I've been here a couple of times, but where should we go? Should we go down here? Why not? Heath and Reach. It's a cute little village around here, isn't it? I need a bit of air. It's getting quite warm in here. There we go. Heath and Reach, single track road. Let's go this way. Yeah, I'm not advocating for the Beena trifle weight loss plan, but try it. It's really nice. It works. Oh, it really is a single track road, isn't it? Sort of thing we like to bimble along. I mentioned that I've had Walter here for nearly 2 years now, and that it's been flawless, and I've really enjoyed having him. If there was one thing I could change, it would be the suspension, the rear suspension, because it is a little bit crashy and basic. I have firmed it up a little bit. It has improved it somewhat, but it's still not the most comfortable when you come on roads like this. I mean, it's not terrible, but it would be nice to have a little bit of comfort. I'm sure you can probably buy different springs that cost a fortune and improve it a bit, but I guess you're never really going to get a great ride with the kind of twin shock system at the back. Still, it's only minor niggle. I don't mind. I think if I was riding for... Oh, where are you going? Can't reverse up here, my friend. Okay. I think if I was riding for longer periods of time, it might bother me more, but as I'm only out... Oh, my eyes are running now, I'm going to have to shut that. As I'm only out and about for kind of an hour at a time, you know, I can live with it. I guess the other thing I could do is get a better seat, couldn't I? And the other thing I could do is stop fucking moaning about it. I wonder where this goes to. Oh, that's nice. It's going to pull off there. Thank you. It's that time of year when all of the birds like to dive bomb you from the bushes, protecting their babies, protecting their eggs. I had this yesterday when I came out. It's no end of them just dive bombing out. Oh man, we have we occasionally get rats in my garden. This is related to birds. We occasionally get rats in my garden, and I don't like rats in my garden. I feed the birds a lot. Oh wow, it looks lovely up here. I might have to come up here with the dog. Yeah, I put a lot of bird seed out and sort of suet pellets, and the rats come up night and hoover up any that's been dropped. And sometimes you occasionally get one that's out in the daytime bombing across my garden and eating there. And I shoot them. I'm sorry if you're an animal lover. I'm also an animal lover, but I just don't want rats in my garden because they do spread disease, and I don't want my dog getting anything or us getting anything. So I'm afraid they get dispatched humanely. I've got an air rifle, and oh, is this Rushmere? It is, isn't it? Nice. I'm coming here tomorrow with my wife and my dog. Yeah, so I usually pop them, and we had one for ages. Usually they're quite easy to get. I just sort of stake them out for about half an hour, 3/4 of an hour. They'll re-emerge after seeing me open my conservatory door, and then I'll shoot them. But there was one that we were just having a battle of wills. He was a clever one, this one, and he'd managed to evade me for months. Every time I opened the door, he'd run off, and then I'd sit in my conservatory, just stationary, camouflaged, with my gun pointing where they usually feed, just waiting for him to come back, and he never would. He knew, absolutely knew. We're going this way. Let me negotiate this first. Okay, here we go. So yeah, it was really annoying me, and then I finally got him a couple of weeks ago. Finally managed to get him, bless him, and put a stop to that. And we haven't seen one since. But shortly after he went, I started hearing noises in the walls, in our bathroom wall, like really loud, sort of scrabbly noises. Oh no! Don't tell me we've got rats in the house now, or mice, because we've had mice before. I tend to leave those alone. But there's this really loud scratching, scrabbling noise. I was like, damn it! Just kept hearing it sporadically. And then I was sat in my living room and I could hear it in the hallway as well, in the wall in the hallway. I was like, what is that noise? Really, really loud this time. My wife heard it as well, and we were like, oh god, this is bad. Rats are in the house. And then my wife, who we both work from home, and she's got an office on the front of our house, just what was a dining room. It's been repurposed as an office. And she's looking out the window and she saw a blue tit flying into a gap in the roof of our garage. And then shortly after, all of this scratching, scrabbling noise. So it's a blue tit that was coming in through the garage. And the wall of the garage is basically our hallway, and our bathroom is above it. So it's this blue tit making all this bloody noise, and they're tiny little things. It's really wee little birds. And he's obviously building his nest there, making so much noise. So now we've got blue tits in our garage. So when I come out on Walter, here, what I'd usually do is I'll go into the garage, I'll fire him up. Can I go up here? Yeah. Fire him up. And then whilst he's warming up, I'll take the locks off and get all my kit ready, put my camera on, put my helmet on, and then wheel it back out the garage. But now I don't want to disturb a new little blue tit friend, so I now have to wheel him out the garage without the engine on and start to creep around. But yeah, who'd have thought they'd make so much noise? So I fully expect now to have little blue tit fledglings hopping around on the steps outside my front door at some point. We had, a few years back, we heard really loud cheeping noises in our airing cupboard. An airing cupboard, for those of you not from the UK, I don't know whether you have them elsewhere. It's basically a little cupboard which has a hot water boiler in. People call it an airing cupboard because you stick clothes in there to air them out, or dry them out a little bit, because it stays quite warm in there. So yeah, we heard this cheeping coming from somewhere out the back of our airing cupboard, and opened the cupboard one day and just two little fledglings hopped out onto the bedroom floor. Little sparrow fledglings. So we ended up having to take those to a wildlife hospital because they weren't really big enough to be out and about. Plenty of wildlife around my way. I mean, we're back onto fields, so we do see it. We've got a lot of deer out the back. Some days we can see maybe 20 deer in the fields. Excuse me. They're Chinese water deer, or vampire teddy bears as we call them, because they've got these huge fangs, which presumably they use to dig up roots, which makes them look like vampires. And they've got these little round fluffy ears that look just like teddy bears is. So yeah, we affectionately call them VTBs. And we've got foxes and badgers and all sorts. It's very nice. And I actually heard some peregrine falcons again. You stay there, you little idiot. That was good comedy timing from that pheasant. As I pointed at it, it just had one leg up in the air as it was about to walk, and it just froze and looked at me. So I'm not doing nothing, mister. Yeah, it's a bad time of year for those. Just wandering into the road. They also have a tendency to, when I see those out around where I go walking as well with the dog, they have a tendency to just suddenly burst out of a hedge, going, give me a heart attack. Right, speaking of deer, let's go through Woburn Deer Park, and then I'll probably call it a day on this, because I'd have been going wambling on about any old bollocks for about half an hour, I think. I imagined it's going to be quite busy in Woburn. Oh, what a beautiful day. Wonderful spring day. In fact, I think I could have maybe not worn the thermal liner of my... No, I'd have frozen to death. That was a stupid idea. I am feeling a bit warm, but without it in, I'd have frozen. Although I could have worn my heated under jacket thing and then not had it turned on. I could just not think out loud on the video when people are listening as well. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Oh, it's lovely round here. It's really nice when all the rhododendrons, I think they're rhododendrons, are in bloom. It's absolutely stunning through here. I don't even know if this is recording, to be honest. I turned it on, I haven't charged these up. The camera said it was at 100%. My mic said it was at 60%, which I'm sure would be okay for this short video. But then when I started recording, a big orange message came up on the screen, which I didn't read, which may have been a warning about something that wasn't working, and I couldn't be asked to check. So this could all be in vain. All the deer are over there, under those trees. There's some over there as well. See, the deer kill counter has reset. We're at 1 deer has been killed so far this year, and it was 20 last year, which is rather sad, isn't it? I think there are something like 2,500 deer here, and they do just wander across the road, so I don't know whether they just sprint out in the night time or something, or just when people aren't watching. Hello! Triumph, one of those single ones. I can never remember the bloody name of those Triumph singles. Oh, this is lovely. Oh, my petrol lights come on. Oh, and it's flashing as well. That's good. That's alright, I'm going to head home. Shall I head home via the petrol station? Maybe. Yeah, probably should. Where should we go? Should we go down here? Let's get down here. It was actually supposed to be cloudy today, so this is rather fortuitous with all this lovely sunshine for you and me. What the fuck are you doing? You can't just stop in the middle of the road, dickhead. What are you doing? Seriously, man, some people have got no fucking sense of manners, have they? Just stay there in the middle of the road, hold everyone up. Idiots. My thumb was hovering over the horn, and then I remembered I don't think it works. No. Oh, it does. It does. Oh, no, that lady thinks that I'm beeping at her. And she's smiling. That's typical, that is. The last 2 times I've tried using my horn, it hasn't worked. When I demonstrate it, I just randomly honk some lady. That sounded wrong. That's not allowed, Beena. It is working. Bastard. You know, when I want it to work, it doesn't. When I had someone pull out in front of me last time I needed it, it didn't bloody work. Oh. Let's go this way. It's a quaint little village. I bet that poor lady's wondering who that was. Got honked at. Who is that man? Oh, dog barking at me. Dogs do not like Walter. The road closed there for 5 days. I mean, it's good that the councils are actually doing it around here. It's a bit inconvenient all the while, but you can't moan when your tax is going to do what it's supposed to. Mate. I give you the heebie-jeebies. I had a friend who had quite an expensive sports car. He had a TVR Cerberus, English sports car. It's ridiculously fast. Another story, he almost killed us in that by crashing it into a ditch. But he was on his way to work one morning. He used to work nights. I think he was on his way home actually one morning, and he came around the corner, and some guy came around the corner in front of him, around a blind bend like this, on the wrong side of the road. Saw my friend and had to take evasive action and end up in a ditch upside down. And my friend pulled over to make sure he was okay, and called an ambulance for him. Stayed with him till the ambulance came, and took his didn't take his details. Sorry. Waited with him and sort of had a chat with him, kept him calm, and off he went back home. And when he got home, he realised that when the guy had gone through the ditch, he'd dragged a load of stuff out and scratched all the side of his car. So he thought, well, I want to claim on his insurance. So we went to the police station to see if he could find out who the guy was, so that he could get in touch and swap insurance details. And we went to the police station, and the police said that he gave him the details, and then when my friend contacted him, he'd told his insurance company that it was my friend's fault, and they wanted a claim against him. What a bastard! After he'd phoned for an ambulance for him and stayed with him, kept it going, he phoned his girlfriend for him, because at a time prior to everyone having a mobile phone, he phoned his girlfriend for him to let her know that he was alright. And then that's like the same, I think that's the same Triumph that I passed a while back. And yeah, the guy decided to blame him for it and tried to claim on his insurance. What a prick. This road down here was shut for, I don't know how long, it was over a month, I'm pretty sure, and I don't know why, because I've done fuck all to the road. It's really annoying because this is my favourite bit of road down here, and it's also a shortcut to the garden centre that I go to and to Woburn, and you have to do a really roundabout route to circumnavigate this bit, and it was shut for at least a month. And I reopened it and I thought, oh, they're going to resurface all of this, and there's nothing. I can't see anything that they've done. Hello, boys. Shame I've got a van in front of me. I love blasting down this road. It's the sort of road where you can come down on Walter and kind of wring his neck and just take him to the limits of his abilities, and it feels just a little bit on the edge, gets the blood pumping, and you're never going too quickly. Although I did come down here one day, full chat, 60 miles an hour, and a big farming vehicle came out of this bit here, scared the shit out of me. Slammed my brakes on. Right, okay, we'll call it a day there. It's been a nice little ride. Hope it hasn't been too dull. It's nice to be back. Hopefully, now the weather's better, we'll do these a bit more regularly. So anyway, if you're out and about this week, have fun, keep it shiny side up, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!